identify as? What do you mean by that?
I'm asking you, what do you identify yourself
That's
as?
fine. Give me subcategories, like in terms of like
Okay,
male, female.
what are you? Okay, then what are you? What do you identify as? Paul agreed, yeah? What do you identify as?
What do you mean in terms of sex, in terms of beliefs?
Okay, you know how people can identify themselves as something. So you can say that I'm like a reincarnated spirit of a sheep. People, because this entire fucking world is fucked up. Everyone, because like, for example, people identify themselves as like male or female.
That guy is sick. He's a fucking G. I like the way he talks.
Okay, you like the way he talks. Okay, good. Alright, that's fine. Whatever,
Like some
man.
of his ideology, I like.
Okay. You know he does that. He fits in stuff about, he gives some rational thinking about something, and next thing you know, he'll give you some other sort of misogynistic sort of crazy sort of a thought, like how oh yeah, a man's place is to work, women should be in the kitchen, women should be allowed to do that. Yeah, it's like an archaic way to think about
What do
it.
you mean archaic thing, man?
An old thing.
Man, you're full of shit, bro. No offense.
How am I full of shit? Do you feel that way? A woman's place is the kitchen, yeah?
Yeah. But if woman wants to work, obviously she can.
Yeah, but then it's like the same sort of thing. It's like, for example, I asked you, what do you identify as? What do you identify as? A man, yeah? A male. What do you identify as? Why do you have to think about this? What's fucking wrong with you?
Your question does not make sense.
No, it
What
does
do
make
you
sense.
Identify as.
What are you?
Like what? Are you a male or female?
What are you?
In terms of sex, why do you say this? Like what sex do you identify as?
God,
What did you do?
no, because I'm asking,
Fuck's
what do you identify as?
It depends what you mean by
For
identify.
fuck's sake, look, it's a simple question. I need to answer this. What do you identify as?
What do you mean by that?
Identify as a man or a woman?
Then say that then.
What do you identify as?
A male.
Okay, what sort of male?
Male, I mean, what? I mean, how many different type of male
Not
are
a man. Not transgender. A man.
you? have a man. Male.
Born as a man.
Born as a man, yeah? So if someone came up to you and said, identify myself as they, don't say that I'm like, for example, Demi Lovato, he, she, don't say even though she might be a she, but then she says, no, you have to identify me as they, because I'm not they, I'm not a her or a him.
Bullshit.
Like non-binary says this shit, yeah. So what do you think of that? When someone says, you can't call me his or her or he or she.
From now on you have to call me your dad. Legit, if anyone says that to me, I don't know that, it's fine. I want to be identified as your dad. You have to call me dad.
Just for example, look, I heard this thing as well. Like, your age, can you change your age?
No.
Because that's what you're born, biologically.
What does age mean? It means
like, for example, I could say that, okay, I'm talking to you. You look like I can identify you as being like a man who's like 25 years old. You're not 25 years old. But then you can't say that I identify myself as someone who's 60 and who's a female. You're not born that way. You can't change your age. You can't change your sex. Well, you can change your sex, but you can't change those sort of things because that's biologically who you were.
No, I know.
Okay? But this world is fucked up, where then they can say...
it's not this whole world.
People.
It's the West.
The West. You think it's just the West? But what about...
Brother, listen, you go like this in a Middle Eastern country or go even
Okay,
Russia area.
Okay, that's fine. I'm not talking about them. No, in Russia, you find this same sort of thinking. European countries, you find the same sort of thinking. It's the entire world.
Is different.
It's social media.
To make a law, is another different thing.
Yeah. For example, look, you got like people
if
in
you
like
go Russia and we openly claim you're gay and that you're gonna get shot. Or
no, you're not.
Yes, you are.
Really? You're gonna get shot?
Bro, don't you see how much protests? Yeah, you get prison.
Well. Is it? Yeah.
Because in Russia they have the old Christianity law.
Okay.
Like, they have that mentality that
right.
no homosexuals is allowed and whatnot. So
it's called Russian Orthodox.
Mm-hmm.
The church runs the state.
Okay.
The only reason the Ukraine war started because Ukraine made their own church. It's exactly like the Russian church, but it's in Ukraine, and it's run by the Ukrainians. So they basically broke up the church, and that's why Britain's involved in it. Do you understand?
You know what, Ricky Sunak? I wish.
Ricky Sunak, yeah.
Who's that?
You know what his name is, right? What's his name? Ricky Sunak.
Yeah.
Sue.
Oh,
Shunak.
Ricky Sunak.
Forgive me for the.
I'm not Hindi. Yeah, I might be Indian, but I'm not like the same. But it's not Ricky. It's Rishi.
Rishi Sunak.
He's not a Mortal Kombat villain. You know that,
so
right?
What's his full name? Gone.
Rishi Sunak.
Rishi Sunak.
Yeah.
Alright.
Is he Ricky from EastEnders?
Okay.
I hope he he doesn't sanction Russia and gets energy from them.
Good one.
He doesn't or he does?
He does.
He does. I hope he does.
Okay, get your
Like,
words
remove
right,
the
man. Get
sanction.
your words right. If you end up in the fucking Times newspaper
Yeah.
or on Twitter,
But you gotta think how smart Putin is, right? Like, my man knew that if he goes to war against Ukraine, like, countries are gonna sanction him, yeah?
hmm
And the value of the Russian currency fell a lot, but then he went back up again.
listen, man, Russia is not a third world country.
It's not.
Was the second one.
Last 30 years since Gorbachev became like he broke the wall and he let all these countries go, they started making money because they didn't have to support all them countries. Those independent countries started supporting themselves. West started supporting them. They started getting American, Chinese, and Indian influences. They sell weapons to India.
Yeah.
They're not fucking little country that you can go in.
Well, Russia's always been an arms dealer anyway.
It's a huge country, man. It's got like a huge potential. I mean, financially they're huge. He's got gold. The guy's got actual gold bricks.
Yeah.
They don't have to fucking suffer from. That's why you can't do nothing about him. The oligarchs are happy, and the church is happy, and the government's happy. That's why he's getting all the youth in, and the youth are like you and me. They're playing Xbox, PlayStation, YouTubers, streamers who are not getting paid because Russia has been sanctioned by the government of America, as in CIA, all blocked money. All that
But then
YouTube
how
and
is Russia surviving? Like,
look, they've got money.
They've got money. They've had money for a long time.
They sell
They
tanks.
can afford to go to war.
They sell tanks to other countries, equipment that is weaponry. Like they sell it to China. China trades in other things with them because America won't sell it to China. If they go to North Korea because they're both communist, they don't mind that. They help them out. They do all these things. You don't see it because they don't show it. They can't get into North Korea. The journalists will go from West. They'll get killed.
But Russia can.
Fuck.
Russia's
What are
okay
you
with
going
that,
like
yeah?
for?
Russia's okay with them, aren't they? Like with North Korea and stuff.
Everybody in
Yeah.
China, India, Pakistan, Afghanistan,
Mhm.
they're okay now.
what happened in Pakistan? Apparently, Imran Khan got shot.
Yeah, because he liked Xbox over PlayStation.
Well, the boxer.
The cricketer.
Oh, right,
The
okay.
cricketer,
The
man.
cricketer.
Oh, okay,
When
okay.
he got shot, like, I don't know if he's
Basically, some crazy guy, he supports a different political party, and he went there, and he had a gun,
Mhm.
which didn't have a plate, a certain type of... No, it has a certain type of thing. A gun has to have a certain type of thing, so it doesn't
A safety.
hit the person who's using it. So when he shot him, he made the noise, but the shot came from a building from far away. Because the shot that hit him, they took the bullet out. There's no way that gun can take that bullet.
So
Because
hold
they
on.
looked at the bullet and they
Yeah.
go, oh, what the fuck is this? This is not this. They've checked the gun he's got. He's got clips in his gun. It's not the same bullet. It's a different type of bullet. You have to be far away to fire that bullet for him to hit. The guy could have taken his head off. Literally, the guy who shot him, not the guy who they arrested, the guy who shot him could have taken his head off, but he shot him in the leg.
So hold on. Someone
Because
else
he wanted
got blamed.
to fire a warning. The next time, we're going upwards. Next time it's your fucking head.
So the guy that he got arrested didn't actually shoot anyone.
No, he had a gun. He was gonna shoot him.
He's gonna shoot
He's
him.
like a decoy.
Oh, okay.
Understand? He did fire a gun,
Mhm.
but he didn't fire at him. He went like that.
Mhm.
In front of him went
Yeah.
that noise, but the other noise covered. He covered the other
So
noise.
it's like a sniper elite thing, yeah, with like some sort of background noise and cover the
if
other
the
shot.
plane
Yeah.
goes and all that.
Yeah, yeah.
But what happened is when he fired the 3 bullets, the guy who fired the bullet that hit him, he fired from far away. That noise didn't capture on the thing because it takes a long time to get there.
Yeah.
So they don't take that. But the guy grabbed him. The guy next to him grabbed him and he pulled him down and all that. He chased him out or something. I didn't see the whole story, but I know because when they were explaining it, my mom was watching it. I was watching it. I was like, shit. So that was a warning shot. They don't want to say in the news that they haven't caught the guy. They say they caught the guy because the other guy will make a mistake. He will sell the gun or drop it or do something.
Mhm.
His handprints will be found there and everything. You're right.